The city of Cincinnati could lose tens of millions of dollars if a new lawsuit over income taxes is successful. At issue is whether you should have to pay income taxes to a city if you're working from home outside that city. Local 12's James Pilcher shows us the potential impact.
Working remotely via video calls like this one has become routine during the pandemic, including for the thousands of workers who used to pack office buildings downtown. But can cities like Cincinnati continue to charge income tax even if workers are working outside the city limits?
A lawsuit filed Tuesday against Cincinnati city leaders asked that question. The answer could cost the city and others statewide tens of millions in revenue, even if it saves many on their tax bills. Financial worker Josh Schad of Blue Ash claims he telecommuted from home well before the pandemic, but still had his refund denied. The conservative think tank Buckeye Institute filed on his behalf.
The city of Cincinnati is unfairly and unlawfully taxing Mr. Schad and others like him and using the pandemic, quite frankly, as an excuse. I was actually really somewhat astounded that the city of Cincinnati denied Mr. Schad his refund.
Last spring, the General Assembly allowed cities to tax remote workers in an emergency law. If that's rescinded, Cincinnati could be out $20 million or more. City Councilman Steve Gooden says the number could be even higher. He worries it might force cuts to basic services like water, trash, fire, and police.
We are exposed up to 60%, more than half of our revenue every year comes from folks. I also see it as something that is perhaps more imminent than some of my colleagues.
Cincinnati isn't the only city facing this issue. More than 600 municipalities in Ohio charge an income tax, and many of those workers in those cities have gone remote too. Working remotely, James Pilcher, Local 12 News.
It's a lot to sort out in the new world. The Buckeye Institute also sued Columbus over the same issue. There was also a case in federal court involving cities taxing workers in other states, much like Cincinnati does to Kentucky residents.